Hi everyone, this is Connie from Connie's Nails and Creative Creations. Today I am taking part in Indiana Jones' Christmas All Year Round playlist. I am her co-host, but we'll get back to that in just a minute for more information. Now, I went out to my garage, I grabbed some pallet wood, and I am sanding them down, but I'm not getting them really smooth. I don't want them smooth, I want them a little rough. Now they had holes in them, they had some cut off nails in them, and so I am going to, and splinters and pieces that were starting to come off. So I grabbed my wood glue and I am filling those spots in. Glue is stronger than the wood, so if you can get that it's stuck really good, it's not going to come apart. So here I am using some painter's tape to hold that splinter together, and I am just filling in some other spots that just needed to be glued together, and I end up putting tape around those and squeezing them shut just so that it would be a nice tight fit. And then there's some of the holes, nail holes, I end up filling up with nail glue as well. And I think I grabbed my putty from the Dollar Tree and filled some of them. I just didn't want these gaping holes. Yeah, it's the putty from the Dollar Tree for the most of the holes. And the wood glue was for the splits. And I'm not worried about the spots that may have nails in them. I'm just going to leave them there. And this dries really fast. And I took off the tape and realized there was holes underneath it. So I had to go ahead and take care of that. Now let's get back to this challenge. Okay, so this is Indiana Jones. This is her challenge that she does once a month on the 25th of each month. She's an amazing friend. She's an amazing artist in the fact that she is an actress, and she's amazing when it comes to her crafts. These are just some of the ways she has dressed up over the last few years. I just get a kick out of all of her costumes that she comes up with. But don't forget to go down in the description box. Down there will be a link to her channel, a link to the playlist, and a lot of other information that you might or might not want to know. But we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, I went ahead and I took my black acrylic paint that I turned into black chalk paint. Just 2 parts paint, 1 part ground up chalk into a powder, and then if it's too thick, add a little bit more paint, or you could add a little bit of water, whichever. I have really thick paint, so I had to add a little bit of water. And so I'm just painting I think 3 sides. I left the back side open. Now this is a piece of beadboard, and I just flipped it over, and it's got some damage, but it's not going to bother what I'm going to do because you're not going to see it. So I'm just sanding it with a sand block. This is my little ladybug vacuum cleaner. I love that thing. My link for that is in my link tree, and that is down in my description box. So I'm going to go ahead and give this 2 coats of white paint. Now, if it didn't say before, this collaboration, well, the theme is family. So this is going to represent what my family means to me, and or just my family, however you want to take it. Either way, it's my family, and I love them to death. So here I'm just putting that last coat, and then I'm now putting this blue that I mixed up. I took a dark royal blue, some green, and a little bit of white, and I came up with this color. I've been using it a lot. I keep making it up. So I just love this color. It's so rich, and I'm just covering this whole thing up, and I end up doing 2 coats of it. I wanted to make sure that it was pretty solid, but it didn't matter if it was completely, totally solid. I was just like, this is going to come out exactly the way it needs to come out, no matter how well this paint goes on, because what's going on, it's the important part. So like I said, this is and it's going back and forth different directions, because this wood has a texture on it. So it's actually more of a formica, not a formica, it's a veneer, a beadboard veneer, and this is just the back side. So here I am putting the second coat on here, and I missed some footage. I ended up putting the frame on. I made the frame. I used glue gun and wood glue and staples and hot glue, and I constructed it, and I put that board on it. Now, I went on my computer and I typed out my whole family's names, and I sized them appropriately, and I printed them all out. Now, we're going to Mod Podge them on, and here I'm using my Dollar Tree square and some painter's tape. Now, I don't get it straight, and I'm okay with that because I am definitely not perfect, and neither is my family. So I'm just kind of getting an idea now. I'm hooking these letters on with Mod Podge. Now, you're going to see something I made a mistake on, and I didn't realize it till I was like leaving Kansas in a few hours to come to Utah, and I'm still here. So if you notice the difference, if you don't notice it, you let me know. And I'm not going to tell you what mistake I made in these names, but I think you guys could figure it out. I figured it out after. But as you can see, there's my name, and then I'm putting everybody in my family. I have 4 children, I have 8 grandchildren, and I have 2 son-in-laws. So they are all going to be on this board, and I was so hoping that I was not going to get to a point where I couldn't get someone's name on there. But it all worked out because I've got some letters in some of our names that are not common letters per se, not used a lot. I have an X, I have a Z, so we'll just watch me put these. Like I'm trying to keep it straight. It doesn't end up straight, but I'm okay with that. But to me, celebrating family, like with Christmas and every day of the year, is the most important thing to me. My whole years when I was growing up, everyone asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, everyone asks you that. And the thing that I wanted to be was a mom and a nana. And that's exactly what I am. And as well as my art, crafts, and all of that. I started doing it very, very young. So as you can see, I've got Connie and Ron. Jessica's my oldest daughter. And then we've got Joseph and Caleb. Those are 2 of my grandsons. And here comes Hudson. He's also a grandson. And then let's see who comes up next. I think that is going to be Kira or Keegan. Oh, we switched that. We're now going to Ashley, one of my other daughters. And I'm just looking through those letters. I had them all stacked up nice, and then I spread them apart. I had them separated by their names, and then I just messed them all up. So I keep having to search for everybody's name in here. So we've got Ashley, and then let's see where else I end up going. I hope you end up seeing all this. I don't know if I adjusted my camera or my phone. And this is Candace. This is my youngest daughter. And up above that, Joseph is her oldest son. And Ashley's youngest is Hudson. And now here comes Zaylee, and she is Ashley's oldest child. She's my second granddaughter. I only have 2 granddaughters. She's my youngest granddaughter. And then I hope I didn't miss showing you guys all these, but let's see. I cannot see what I'm doing down there, but I think I move it or something. But let's just watch the process and see where I go. Okay, back up to there. Now this is going to be Kendrick. He's my oldest grandson, my oldest grandchild. He's going to be 19 in June. And Caleb is his younger brother, and Jessica is his mom. So we get that name on there. And let's see where I go next. Let's see. I'm looking for those letters. I bet this is going to be Kira, because Kira starts with a K. And Kira is Kendrick's younger sister. And they actually are born on the same day, 4 years apart. So they get to share their birthday. And then Zaylee's birthday is 3 days later. And then another one of my grandsons is 3 days after that. So, and here comes Jackson. He's my youngest grandchild. And of course, my youngest grandson. So I have 6 grandsons and 2 granddaughters. So running from the ages of almost 19 and almost 2. Now this is Andrew. This is Ashley's husband, Andrew, that I fit inside this spot. And then, let's see, where else do I go? I think I'm going to end up missing it. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this. You can see them all at the end. Don't forget to go down to the description box. Check all that out. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Give me a big old thumbs up. Leave me comments. I love comments. As you can see all the names while I'm scanning through, please be the Bible that somebody reads today. And you guys have a blessed week. Bye.